Hey, I'm Jesse Broadwater.
And I'm Chelsea with the Pink Arrow Project.
Join together with us and other passionate archers from all around the globe
in the Taking Aim at Cancer Challenge 2018 to defeat cancer in my lifetime.
This is Greg Poole, Bowjunky Media, bowjunkymedia.com. We're at the 2018 London, Kentucky ASA. Let's take a moment and look at the competitors and our men's Open Pro Shootdown.
Levi Morgan, Uniontown, Pennsylvania.
Joby Shaw, Shoals, Indiana.
Dan McCarthy, Wisconsin.
Jack Wallace, Townville, South Carolina.
Tommy Gomez, Clay City, Kentucky.
All right, everybody, this is Greg Poole with Bowjunky Media. We're at the 2018 London, Kentucky ASA here with esteemed colleague, Elite Pro Staff Manager Darren Christianberry. This weekend's coverage is brought to you by Easton Arrows. It's time for the big boys.
It is, and it's hot.
It's a bit sweltery.
We're in the shade under a tent. These boys are out there baking in the sun. They've got some umbrellas, but this has been an interesting weekend weather and lighting-wise, and it still continues to be interesting.
No doubt. So, obviously, we have Levi Morgan coming in at a 4:30. Mm-hmm. He's going to have closed that Shooter of the Year gap pretty convincingly today.
He's tiptoeing up on Mr. McCarthy every tournament, so it's going to be interesting, a race to the finish.
Absolutely. So we got Levi Morgan at a 4:30, Joby at a 4:24, Dan McCarthy at a 4:24, Jack Wallace at a 4:17, and Tommy Gomez at a 4:16. So going to be pretty interesting to what we see here. What did Tommy Gomez tell you before this started today?
I asked Tommy what he was going to do, and he says, you think I'm going to shoot it every 14? He goes, not because I have to, but just because I want to.
There you go. And Levi Morgan starts off with a 12 on the javelina.
Surprises, nobody.
Levi Morgan. That kid can shoot.
Best I've ever seen.
Yeah. Joby with a 12. He ain't giving up any room there. Well, you know what that means Levi's going to shoot for on that, right?
Yep, for sure.
Levi or Danny McCarthy going for a 14 on the turkey. And he gets it. Dan McCarthy with a 14 right out of the gate.
I know Levi's rolling his eyes going, this dude will not go away.
No. And you know Joby Shaw's like, dang it.
Yeah, I know, right?
I had a 12 and just got passed.
This should be a really good shoot-off.
So Jack Wallace on the deer with an 8. So Jack's going to need to start gunning for him pretty hard if he wants to even try to get at that podium. Here we go. Tommy Gomez, Mr. 14 gunner.
True to his word so far.
8 for Tommy Gomez.
Just under it for Tommy.
So here we go. Levi Morgan comes out with a bonus ring and going to keep moving on there. Let's go to the PSC leaderboard. All right, Darren, here we go. This is arrow number 2 in the Open Pro here at the London, Kentucky ASA. This weekend's coverage is brought to you by Easton. Danny McCarthy comes out with a 14 right off the bat. Levi Morgan and Joby Shaw both hit 12s. Them boys are not, they're coming out the gate blazing.
Yeah, and I know Levi's shaking his head going, what do I have to do to make this easy? And there's no easy route when you got guys that can pound these rings out there.
All right, Levi Morgan on the Blesbok. That arrow looks a little bit low.
Looks low to me. That's not what he needs to do.
So here we go. Dan McCarthy, look. On the deer there. All right, what do we got? Tommy Gomez still at full draw on the heavy.
All of them.
Right? Me too. I'm like looking around. I don't even know who's where.
Tommy's bearing down, maybe trying to 14 that long javelina. He tried for it.
He tried for it. Here we go. 5 for Jack Wallace. That's going to pretty much put a fork in Jack as far as this one goes.
4:30.
So here we go. Danny McCarthy with a 10.
Joby's got a really high arrow in that turkey.
He does. Wondering if he went for it.
His confidence is so high right now,
He's pulling the teapot right now. He's got his arm on his...
They're looking hard.
Here we go.
If he gets it, we'll hear Rita holler really loud here in
there's no
just a
doubt.
second.
There's no doubt.
Hi, Rita.
And, Rita is Joby Shaw's mom, of course. An 8 for Joby Shaw. That's not going to be what Joby was looking for there.
Levi, this is an important arrow for Levi right here.
It is.
It looks low. I don't know if it hung 10. Did
8
not.
for Levi Morgan.
Missed opportunity there.
There's no doubt about it. So Dan McCarthy's closing in now to 2 points from Levi Morgan, which is
Not what he wants.
Nope. Tommy with a 5 on the javelina. So let's go to the PSE leaderboard and look at the movement. All right, Darren, here we go. This is arrow number 3 in the Open Pro here at the London, Kentucky ASA. Danny McCarthy's making moves. He's now within 2 points of Levi. Does that change Levi's strategy at all?
I don't think so. I think Levi shoots at the 14 on this turkey because it's the closest target. He probably thinks he needs it, and he's just going to keep being aggressive at that 12, I believe. And true to Tommy Gomez's word, he's 2 for 2 at the 14s. Unfortunately, hasn't hit them, but he's shooting at them.
And Mike Terrell trying to give Danny McCarthy some extra time, and Danny says, start the clock so I don't make a bad decision.
Yeah, he's so cerebral. Cerebral, is that the word we use?
Cerebral,
Yeah.
yes.
He's a smart dude.
He even knows when he shouldn't have any time to make a decision.
Yeah.
When you're that smart, that's pretty smart.
Yeah.
So here we go, Levi Morgan. This could be a telltale target here because he's on the turkey.
He didn't even give a reaction, so I think he likes that.
No reaction whatsoever. His arrow does not look tall.
He either loves it or hates it.
Right. Dan McCarthy bearing down on the boar. Joby Shaw with a fist pump to his umbrella holder. Man, Dan can hold a bow.
He aims so good,
Oh,
too.
let down from Dan McCarthy.
He's got 24 seconds right now. Coming to full draw at 20. Plenty of time.
Dan's saying something over there.
Probably getting somebody to get his clock if he gets close. Somebody will probably count him down.
Yep. 10 seconds for Dan McCarthy. Here we go.
Pretty good shot.
Looks pretty good. First up, Jack Wallace with a 12 on the Havy. So Jack's back into the bonus rings.
A lot of math going on here. There's a lot of weird numbers.
You're
out
mathing.
there.
So here we go. Tommy Gomez with another 5. He is holding true to his word and gunning for him.
He is after him.
So here we go. Curious to see what Levi's reaction is to this. $12 for Levi Morgan.
He'll be happy about that.
Pretty much no reaction.
None.
Yeah, he didn't even make a reaction when he shot it.
Joby's not giving him any slack. He's got a good-looking arrow down there right now.
Yeah, Joby gave a fist pump to his umbrella holder there. So
Ken taking a hard look. Don to confirm. Shuffling
and survey
cards.
says 10.
It's a 10.
For Joby.
Joby looks confused by that.
Shaking his head a little bit there. So here we go. Dan McCarthy on the boar. And a 12 for Dan McCarthy.
12 for Danny.
Oh, my goodness.
Not going away. I don't know if I've got this math right. What did I do here? Yeah.
Sounds like you do. All right, so we're just doing some quick math verification there. Let's go to the PSE leaderboard. All right, Darren, here we go. Arrow number 4 in the men's Open Pro here at the ASA in London. Joby Shaw's doing a little bit extra looking there. He's pretty, for all intents and purposes, he's out of the running for first or second. Dan McCarthy has overtaken him and is only 2 points behind our leader, Levi Morgan.
With the 14 still in play and, 2 more regular arrows to go, Joby kind of needs both of them right now.
Good looking arrow from Levi there.
High arrow from Tommy there.
High
Looks
arrow
like
from Jack. High arrow from Joby. So here we go.
There were multiple 14 shot at.
There
right
were.
there.
Joby Shaw looking for a 14 on the Boar. And an 8 for Joby. Joby's not happy about that. Not happy at all.
No.
Joby's not paying attention to the stay on the stake until all the arrows are called.
I think that's a mad stomp.
10. 10 for Levi Morgan.
Boy, that
a little
looked
bit of
good.
a head shake there. I think Levi was looking for a 12 there. Here we go. Taking a hard look at it.
That's 4 in a row he shot at 14s.
8. 8 for Tommy Gomez. He shot at every one of them.
He has so far.
Here we go. Jack Wallace with a high arrow on the Blesbok. 8 for Jack Wallace.
Puts him at a 450.
And here we go. Dan McCarthy. If he pulls a bonus ring here,
Yeah.
that'll put him tied.
It's a race.
Nope. And a 10
10.
for Dan McCarthy. So we're kind of holding serve here. Let's go to the PSC leaderboard. All right, Darren, here we go. 5th arrow. Men's Open Pro here at the London, Kentucky ASA. This weekend's coverage is brought to you by Easton. It's come down to the 2 big boys, Levi and Danny. Got a 2-point spread there.
It's a 2-man race right now. I'm anxious to see, and Danny's looking to see what Levi does so he knows what to do.
Correct. So Danny is actually glassing Levi's target on the Boar. It looks like Levi has a good arrow there.
Could be a 12.
So now Danny knows
He might
what he
shoot
has
at
to
the
do.
14
Yep.
here.
He knows he's got definitely needs a bonus ring, but at this point, there's only one more arrow to go. You got it. He's pretty much got to go for
And
it.
I've said it multiple times. Danny McCarthy hits him when he has to, so we'll see what happens here. He just
Well-
went for a 12, it looks like.
Well, and if you look at it, he's not going to shoot himself past Joby.
No.
So he really has nothing to lose except for first.
Right.
5 for Joby Shaw.
467.
Not sure hopefully that'll keep Joby. That should keep Joby at least on the podium. Dan McCarthy on the Blesbok. Here we go. 10 for Dan McCarthy. He doesn't look happy about that at all. Not that Dan shows a lot of emotion, but he has the hand on the hip and he was
Yeah.
looking down at the ground.
I know he was wanting more.
Yep. 5 for Jack Wallace. Looks like Jack was going for the 14 again.
The crowd's pretty quiet. I don't think they were impressed, but these guys were really trying to make moves and shooting at a lot of 14s. And those, they're not easy to hit.
No, it's been super quiet. Here we go. Tommy
That one
Gomez.
looks good.
14 for Tommy
There, he
Gomez.
got it.
There we go. There we go. Tommy's laughing down there. He's a good guy.
And that'll move him up a place. He's going to finish 4th, it looks like.
There you go. So here we go. Levi Morgan. 10 for Levi Morgan. Kind of looks like the bonus rings dried out for Levi and Danny there. Let's go to the PSC leaderboard. All right, Darren, here we go. 6th and final arrow, Men's Open Pro here in London, Kentucky ASA. Levi Morgan giving Danny a bump fist, wishing him the best of luck. But basically, we got Levi Morgan with a 2-point lead over Dan. And they are, as you could tell from the Vortex yardage graphic, this has been stretched out a little bit.
Yeah, it's a little longer target than normal for the final arrow. And we were just discussing there a second ago, Danny's options here. He's 2 points behind. He needs a ring to force Levi to do something, and I almost think Danny goes at the 14 here. He's not going to finish worse than second. He really doesn't have much to lose.
Right. And as long as he's got a confident number, I mean, he's going to be there.
He went for it.
It looks like he went for it. Here we go, Danny McCarthy with a 8. 8 for Dan McCarthy, so that's pretty much all Levi Morgan has to do here is basically hit the center 10.
Levi's liking life a little bit better right now.
Right. All he's got to do is hit us 8 to tie, 10 to win.
Yeah, he's probably going to put an extra yard on this thing, aim down there in the area of the 12, get a 10, and take the victory.
All right, here we go. Levi Morgan for the win.
This will be for 3 3D tournaments in a row for Mr. Morgan if he makes it.
Yeah, back-to-back ASAs.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. Levi Morgan's going to be your 2018 London, Kentucky ASA Open Pro champion. This is your men's Open Pro shot of the shoot down.
And that was Mr. Dan McCarthy putting it all on the line on the 6th and final arrow. He shot for the 14 to force Levi to do something spectacular to take back the win. Fortunately, Danny slipped up and shot an 8. That allowed Levi just to aim center 10 and take the victory.
Absolutely. Normally, we're talking about this situation where Danny McCarthy does what he generally does, which is hit the 14. The reason this is the shot of the shoot down is because, unlike normal, Danny wasn't able to hit it, and that allowed Levi to cruise to the victory. All right, Greg Poole here at Bowjunky Media. We're here with your 2018 Men's Open Pro London, Kentucky ASA champion. That's 2 ASAs in a row, 3 3D tournaments in a row. It's not bad for a rookie.
No, I'm going to just trying to get my feet wet out here. So you know what? It never changes. It always feels like your first one. You feel like it happens so fast out here. You're trying to make decisions on the go, and I was relying on God there because they move us around so quick, and I was going on Mike's word that all I needed was an 8 to win. I put it center core and let it go.
Let her buck. So what did you think when those first 4 or 5 arrows there, Dan, kind of closed the gap down to 2, and it looked like the bonus strings kind of dried up for you a little bit?
Yeah, like I 12, the hardest target out here for my first one, and I was like, all right, my numbers are good. And then I shoot 3 feet under the next one for an 8. And then Danny hit the close turkey, and I thought, you know what? You're still ahead. If you 12 this one, you're not going to lose anything. And he had a lot of hard targets left, so I 12 the turkey and just barely missed the next 2. Could have been a lot different, but I'm happy with the outcome. I'm always happy to take a win away no matter how it comes.
All right, bud. Congratulations.
Thanks, buddy.